Again, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Eagles on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time, as that leads us to a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
23-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
No good. That keeps the score Eagles.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, There's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
And this is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Badgley able to punch this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
20.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. They'll run with Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Black Knights.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Eagles, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to